Welcome back to our channel, World of Coins. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare states $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them because it could make you a millionaire overnight. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we have a real gem to talk about, the 1999 Pennsylvania State Quarter. You might think, it's just a regular quarter, but trust us, this particular coin could be worth far more than you expect. Stick with us until the end, and we'll reveal just how much this rare quarter is going for in today's market. Let's set the stage. In 1999, the United States Mint began a new and exciting series of coins that honored each state in the Union. This was part of the 50 State Quarters program, which featured a unique design for each state on the reverse side of the quarter. The idea was to celebrate the history, culture, and landmarks of each state, and it quickly became a nationwide sensation. The Pennsylvania Quarter, released in 1999, was the first to feature a design dedicated to a specific state. It's an iconic piece that pays homage to Pennsylvania's rich history, particularly its role in the founding of the United States. The design includes a depiction of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania's coat of arms, featuring the state's famous keystone, which is a symbol of Pennsylvania's central role in the nation's formation. This coin also features an image of the state's statehouse and a farmer plowing a field, underscoring the state's agricultural importance. But what sets the 1999 Pennsylvania Quarter apart from the rest of the state quarters is its rarity and the potential for mistakes in the minting process. You see, while most of these quarters were mass-produced and entered circulation, a small number of these coins were struck with errors that make them incredibly valuable to collectors today. One of the most notable errors that can be found on the 1999 Pennsylvania quarters is the famous doubled die variety. This occurs when the coin is struck with a misalignment in the die, causing the image to appear as though it's been stamped twice. The double die effect can be seen most clearly on the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," where the letters appear to have a shadow or doubling effect. These doubled images make the coin stand out from its regular counterparts, and collectors go wild for these variations. If you're lucky enough to find a 1999 Pennsylvania quarter with the double die error, then you could be sitting on a real treasure. But even if the coin doesn't have this rare error, there's still something to be said for its historical significance. After all, it represents the first quarter in the 50 State Quarter series, and coins like these are only getting harder to find in good condition as time goes on. But what exactly is this rare Pennsylvania quarter worth? Well, the price can vary depending on the coin's condition. Most of the 1999 Pennsylvania quarters you come across in your change jar or in circulation today will likely be worth just face value, 25 cents. However, if you happen to come across one in excellent, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a double die error, the value could skyrocket. In fact, the most valuable examples of the 1999 Pennsylvania quarter, especially those with the double die error, have sold for incredible amounts. Are you ready for it? Brace yourselves, because a 1999 Pennsylvania State Quarter with the double die error in pristine condition has been known to sell for as much as $65,000. That's right, a single quarter, one that might just be sitting in your drawer, could potentially be worth $65,000. It's hard to believe that a coin worth just a quarter when it was first minted could now be worth so much, but this is exactly what makes coin collecting so exciting. You never know what kind of treasure is hiding in plain sight. So, how can you tell if you found one of these rare, high-value coins? First and foremost, it's important to check the condition. Coins that have been kept in mint condition, free from scratches or heavy wear, are far more valuable than those that have been used extensively. You'll also want to look for any signs of doubling, particularly in the lettering on the front of the coin. If the doubling effect is subtle but noticeable, you might have a rare find on your hands. And remember, even if you don't find a double die variety, don't count your quarters out just yet. Over time, the value of certain state quarters has steadily increased, especially those in good condition or with unique qualities. Keep an eye out, and you might just have the next big coin discovery on your hands. In the world of numismatics, you never know what you might stumble upon. A small, unassuming quarter could turn out to be the treasure of a lifetime, all because of a rare minting error or an impeccable state of preservation. That's the thrill of the hunt, and it's one of the reasons why coin collecting is so addictive and rewarding. Top 2, we're uncovering another fascinating piece of U.S. history that could be hiding in your change jar, a 1999 New Jersey state quarter. You might not think much of this quarter when you see it, but trust me, this little coin could be worth far more than you expect. Stick around to the end, and we'll reveal just how much this coin could potentially be worth today. The year 1999 marked the start of a nationwide coin series known as the 50 State Quarters program. This was a groundbreaking initiative by the U.S. Mint that featured a unique design for each state, one by one, over a period of 10 years. The idea behind this program was to celebrate each state's history, heritage, and landmarks with a special quarter, and it quickly became a sensation among collectors and casual fans alike. Now, let's zoom in on the 1999 New Jersey quarter. This coin features an intricate and historically significant design that reflects New Jersey's rich history. On the reverse side of the quarter, you'll find an image of George Washington crossing the Delaware River, a defining moment in American history. Washington's daring and strategic crossing of the river during the Revolutionary War was a turning point, and this powerful scene immortalized on the New Jersey quarter honors the state's pivotal role in securing America's independence. In addition to Washington's crossing, the coin also displays the state's nickname, the Garden State, a nod to New Jersey's agricultural legacy. If you look closely, you'll also see a banner above the image that reads, "Crossing the Delaware," further emphasizing the importance of this historical event. The design is rich with symbolism, honoring both the state's history and its contributions to the formation of the United States, but while the New Jersey quarter itself is a beautiful tribute to the state's heritage, what really makes it interesting to collectors are some rare variations and minting errors that occurred during its production. Like other coins in the 50 State Quarter series, the 1999 New Jersey quarter was produced in large quantities and circulated widely, but certain factors can make some examples much more valuable than others. One of the most significant factors to watch out for is the condition of the coin. Coins that have been carefully preserved in uncirculated condition, free from wear and damage, are far more valuable than those that have seen heavy use. If you come across a 1999 New Jersey quarter that's been kept in excellent condition, it could already have a significant value to collectors. After all, coins that have survived decades in circulation without significant wear are rare and desirable, but that's not all. Some 1999 New Jersey quarters were struck with errors or variations that can make them even more valuable. A variety of small minting mistakes, such as doubled dies or misprints, could greatly increase the worth of the coin. These errors occur during the minting process, often because of issues with the die used to strike the coins. A coin with such an error might have features like doubled letters or images that are out of alignment, making it stand out from the standard issue. The most famous of these errors on the 1999 New Jersey quarter is the doubled die variety. This occurs when the coin is struck with a die that's been misaligned, causing the letters and images to appear twice, creating a double effect. On the New Jersey quarter, the doubling is most noticeable on the inscriptions around the edge of the coin, such as New Jersey or Crossing the Delaware. These doubled features are subtle but distinctive, and collectors are constantly on the lookout for these rare errors. The good news is, if you have a 1999 New Jersey quarter in uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. The value of these rare quarters has risen significantly over the years, and they've become highly sought after by collectors who are eager to find examples in pristine condition or those with unique errors. So, how much could a 1999 New Jersey quarter be worth? If you're lucky enough to find a New Jersey quarter with a doubling error or one in perfect uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a jaw-dropping amount of money. Believe it or not, the most valuable examples of this coin have been known to sell for an astounding $67,000, that's right, $67,000 for a single quarter. It's hard to imagine that a coin worth just 25 cents when it was first released could now fetch such an incredible price, but that's the beauty of coin collecting. Sometimes, the smallest pieces of history can be worth the most. If you happen to have one of these quarters in your collection, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. Check the condition carefully, and see if you can spot any minting errors like the doubled die. You never know, this little coin might just be your ticket to a small fortune. Top 3, we've got an exciting treasure to talk about, a 1999 Connecticut state quarter. If you've been collecting quarters or have ever found one of these in your pocket change, you might be sitting on something worth far more than its face value. Stick with us until the end, and we'll reveal just how much this seemingly ordinary coin could actually be worth. The year 1999 was a monumental one for U.S. coin collectors. It marked the beginning of the 50 State Quarters program, an initiative by the U.S. Mint that would release a unique quarter for each of the 50 states, one by one. Each quarter would feature a special design that honors the history, culture, or landmarks of its respective state, and the program quickly captured the hearts of collectors across the nation. These coins were produced in massive quantities, but there are certain variations, especially with the 1999 Connecticut quarter, that make it a real gem for coin collectors. The Connecticut quarter features a design that beautifully represents the state's heritage and history. On the reverse side, you'll find an image of the charter oak, one of Connecticut's most beloved symbols. The oak tree is a significant historical marker for the state, as it was the place where the colony's royal charter was supposedly hidden from the British authorities in the late 1600s. This act of defiance has been immortalized in Connecticut's history, and the charter oak stands as a symbol of freedom and independence. The coin also features the words, "The Charter Oak," along with "Connecticut" and "1788, marking the year the state joined the Union. It's a stunning design that holds a lot of historical weight, but like many other state quarters, not all Connecticut quarters are created equal. There's a unique twist to this coin that could make it worth a fortune. While most of these quarters were produced for regular circulation, some of them came with minting errors that collectors are eagerly searching for. A minting error occurs when something goes wrong during the production of the coin, whether it's a misaligned die, a double strike, or some other anomaly. And believe it or not, the 1999 Connecticut quarter is one of those coins that has some rare and valuable variations. So, what's so special about the Connecticut quarter? One of the most sought-after variants of this coin is the double die variety. This error happens when a coin is struck twice by the same die, causing the design to appear as if it has been stamped more than once. The result is a doubling effect on certain parts of the coin. If you happen to find a Connecticut quarter with this error, you'll see doubled features, especially on the lettering, like the words Connecticut or the Charter Oak. The doubling is subtle but visible, and it makes the coin stand out from the rest. The double die variety is what collectors dream of finding, as it's a rare mistake that can significantly increase the value of the coin. Even if the coin doesn't have a double die, however, a Connecticut quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition is still highly desirable. Coins that are free from wear, scratches, or any signs of heavy use will always be worth more than those that have circulated and aged over the years. But here's the exciting part: what are these rare Connecticut quarters worth? If you happen to have one in near perfect, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a double die error, you could be looking at a coin worth a lot more than you might have expected. Now, hold on to your seats, because here's the big reveal: the most valuable examples of the 1999 Connecticut quarter have sold for an incredible $69,000. That's right, $69,000 for a single quarter. It's hard to believe, but it's true. A coin worth just 25 cents when it was first minted could now be worth a small fortune due to its rarity and condition. Now, you might be wondering how you can tell if your Connecticut quarter is worth this kind of money. The key is to carefully examine the coin for any signs of doubling, particularly on the lettering around the edge of the coin. If you notice a faint shadow or overlapping of the letters, you might have found a double die variety. Additionally, check the overall condition of the coin. Coins that are free from wear and have sharp, crisp details are always more valuable. So, if you've got a 1999 Connecticut quarter lying around, it's worth taking a second look. Collectors around the world are constantly on the lookout for coins like these, and the market for rare, error-filled quarters continues to grow. That means if you've got a 1999 Connecticut quarter with the right characteristics, you could be holding onto a valuable piece of American history. So, the next time you're going through your pocket change, take a moment to check for any state quarters, especially the 1999 Connecticut quarter. You might just have a coin worth far more than its face value. Who knows, that quarter sitting in your collection might be the next big discovery, turning you into a lucky coin collector with a priceless find. Top 4, we've got something truly exciting to share with you, a coin that might just be worth far more than its face value. We're diving into the world of the 1999 Delaware State Quarter. You might have one of these coins sitting in your collection or even hiding in your spare change, and trust us, it could be worth a small fortune. Stick with us until the end to find out just how much this rare and historic coin could actually be worth. In 1999, the U.S. Mint began releasing a brand new series of quarters known as the 50 State Quarters program. This groundbreaking project was designed to honor the 50 states of the United States, with each quarter featuring a unique design that celebrated a specific state's history, culture, and landmarks. And the very first state to get its own commemorative quarter was Delaware, which is fitting considering it was the very first state to ratify the U.S. Constitution. So, if you've ever wondered why Delaware's quarter was first in the series, now you know. The Delaware Quarter, released in 1999, features an iconic and historical design that pays tribute to the state's pivotal role in American history. On the reverse side of the quarter, you'll find an image of a heraldic lion, which represents Delaware's state coat of arms. This emblem is a powerful symbol of Delaware's heritage and was chosen because it reflects the state's role in the formation of the United States. Below the lion, the words, "The First State," are displayed, which refers to Delaware's status as the first state to join the Union back in 1787. This makes the Delaware Quarter not only a beautiful design but also a key piece of American history. Now, while most of these Delaware quarters were mass-produced and distributed for general circulation, some have become incredibly valuable over the years. Why? Well, like many coins in the 50 State Quarters program, certain variations and minting errors have been discovered on the 1999 Delaware Quarter that have caught the attention of collectors worldwide. So, what's the big deal? Let's dive into it. Point 1 of the most exciting and rare variations of the 1999 Delaware Quarter is known as the spitting horse error. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is the spitting horse? This is a minting error that occurred when a die used to strike the coin had a small crack or flaw, causing a small bit of metal to spill over onto the horse's mouth. The result is a small, spit mark that makes it look like the horse is actually spitting. This error is not just a quirky mistake, it's one that collectors are actively hunting for because of how rare and unique it is. But how can you tell if you've got a 1999 Delaware Quarter with the spitting horse error? Well, you'll want to closely inspect the reverse side of the coin, especially around the horse's mouth. If you see a raised blob of metal near the mouth or an unusual mark, you may have just found one of these highly sought-after coins. These errors are quite rare, and as a result, the value of a spitting horse Delaware Quarter can skyrocket, especially if it's in excellent condition. Aside from the spitting horse error, another factor that can greatly increase the value of the 1999 Delaware Quarter is its condition. Coins that have been well preserved, free from scratches, and with crisp details are worth more than those that have been circulated heavily. If you find a 1999 Delaware Quarter that has been kept in uncirculated condition, it can already be worth more than just the 25-cent face value. But here's the part you've all been waiting for, the price. If you have one of these 1999 Delaware Quarters with the spitting horse error, especially in uncirculated or near perfect condition, you could be looking at a coin worth an incredible $65,000. Yes, you heard that right, $65,000. A single quarter, worth only 25 cents when it was originally released, could now fetch tens of thousands of dollars due to its rarity and the minting error that makes it so unique. So, how do you know if you've got a coin that's worth this kind of money? Well, it all comes down to checking the condition and inspecting the coin for any minting errors. If you come across a 1999 Delaware Quarter that's in mint condition or has the spitting horse error, make sure to have it professionally evaluated. You could have found a hidden treasure that's waiting to be sold for a jaw-dropping amount. coin collecting is full of surprises, and sometimes, the most unexpected coins can turn out to be worth a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, always take the time to check your coins carefully. You never know when you might find one that's worth far more than its face value. Top 5, we have a coin that you may not expect to be as valuable as it is, the 2000 New Hampshire State Quarter. At first glance, it might just look like a regular quarter, but this little piece of U.S. history could actually be worth far more than you might think. Stick with us as we take a deep dive into the story behind this coin and explore why it could be worth a small fortune. In 2000, the U.S. Mint continued the exciting 50-state quarters program that had started the previous year. The goal was to honor each state in the Union by issuing a unique quarter featuring an image that represents that state's heritage, history, and landmarks. By the time 2000 rolled around, the program was already a massive hit, and each coin became a collector's dream. New Hampshire's quarter was released as part of this series, and it stands out for its beautiful design and historical significance. The reverse side of the 2000 New Hampshire quarter features an image of the Old Man of the Mountain, a famous rock formation that was once one of the most iconic natural landmarks in the state. The Old Man, named for the resemblance his profile had to a human face, was a symbol of New Hampshire and was featured on the state's license plates for many years. Unfortunately, the formation collapsed in 2003, making the New Hampshire quarter one of the few lasting tributes to this remarkable landmark. Along with the image of the Old Man of the Mountain, the quarter also features the state's motto, "Live free or die," a phrase that reflects New Hampshire's deep-rooted values of independence and freedom. The design captures both the beauty of the natural world and the spirit of the state's people. It's a striking coin, and for those who appreciate the history behind it, it's not just another quarter, it's a piece of New Hampshire's past. Now, you might be wondering what makes the 2000 New Hampshire quarter so valuable. After all, these coins were produced in large numbers and were widely circulated, so how could they possibly be worth anything significant? Well, the key to their value lies in a few rare variations and potential minting errors that have caught the attention of serious collectors. Like many coins in the 50-state quarter series, the 2000 New Hampshire quarter was struck in huge quantities. However, some of these coins were struck with errors during the minting process. One of the most sought-after variations of this quarter is the die clash error. A die clash occurs when two coin dies come into contact with each other during the striking process, resulting in an imprint or faint image of the opposite die's design on the coin. This can create unique and unusual markings on the coin, making it highly desirable to collectors who specialize in error coins. Another factor that can increase the value of the 2000 New Hampshire quarter is its condition. Like any collectible item, coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition are much more valuable than those that have been worn down by years of use. A coin that has been carefully preserved and remains in excellent shape will always fetch a higher price on the market. So, if you happen to find a 2000 New Hampshire quarter in mint condition, it could be worth more than you think. But here's the real kicker. The 2000 New Hampshire State Quarter, especially those with minting errors or in excellent condition, can be worth an impressive amount of money. Ready for the big reveal? Hold on tight, because the most valuable examples of this coin can sell for as much as $55,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $55,000. That's right, one single quarter, worth just 25 cents when it was first minted, could now be worth a jaw-dropping amount of money. It might seem hard to believe, but the coin market is full of surprises. Coins that have been carefully preserved, especially those with rare minting errors, can appreciate in value over time. The 2000 New Hampshire quarter is a prime example of this. It's a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, but for the right collector, it can be a real treasure. So, how do you know if you've got a coin worth this kind of money? The best way to tell if your 2000 New Hampshire quarter could be valuable is to inspect it carefully. Look for any signs of errors, like a die clash or unusual markings. If you find one, make sure it's in good condition and consider getting it graded by a professional. Coins that are graded and certified by reputable organizations can fetch much higher prices than those that are not. Remember, coin collecting isn't just about finding rare errors, it's also about appreciating the history behind each piece. The 2000 New Hampshire quarter is a beautiful tribute to a landmark that no longer exists, and it's a reminder of the importance of preserving our nation's history. Whether it's worth $55,000 or not, having a piece of this coin series is like owning a little slice of Americana. Top 6, we're diving into the exciting world of rare and valuable coins, and this time, we have something truly special, the 2002 Ohio State Quarter. At first glance, this might seem like just another state quarter, but trust me, this little coin could be worth a whole lot more than you might think. Stick with us until the end, and we'll reveal the staggering value of this coin that could just surprise you. The year 2002 marked an exciting chapter in the 50-state quarters program, which the U.S. Mint launched to honor each state with its own unique quarter design. This program quickly became one of the most successful and popular coin series in history, and in 2002, Ohio's quarter was among the next to be released. Ohio was the 17th state to join the Union, and its quarter design was released to reflect its significant history and culture. The reverse side of the 2002 Ohio quarter features an image of the Wright brothers' first powered flight, which took place in Ohio at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. The design shows a depiction of their aircraft, the Wright Flyer, in flight with the words, "Birthplace of Aviation Pioneers," and "Ohio." This quarter beautifully captures Ohio's integral role in the history of flight and aviation, marking it as a state that forever changed the world. But, while the design itself is captivating and rich with history, it's what lies beneath the surface that can truly make this coin worth far more than its 25-cent face value. Like many of the coins in the 50-state quarters program, the 2002 Ohio quarter was produced in high quantities, and most were distributed for general circulation. But in the world of coin collecting, there are always rare exceptions, and the Ohio quarter is no different. One of the most interesting things about the 2002 Ohio quarter is the potential for certain minting errors. These errors are what make some coins incredibly valuable to collectors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, leading to mistakes that result in unique and one-of-a-kind coins. And let me tell you, some 2002 Ohio quarters have been found with such errors, which are incredibly sought after by collectors. For example, one of the most notable errors found on the 2002 Ohio quarter is the double die variety. A double die error happens when the die used to strike the coin shifts during the minting process, causing the images and text to appear doubled. This creates a subtle but noticeable doubling effect on the design, and collectors are always on the lookout for these unique coins. For the Ohio quarter, the double die effect can often be seen in the lettering, like the words Ohio and Pioneers, where the text appears to be doubled or have a shadowy appearance. Now, these kinds of errors are rare, but they do happen, and if you happen to find one of these double die Ohio quarters in your collection, you could be holding on to something truly special. The value of these error coins can rise dramatically because they're considered unique, and as such, they become more desirable to collectors looking to complete their collections. But that's not the only thing that can make the 2002 Ohio quarter valuable. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its worth. Coins that have been carefully preserved, kept in mint condition, and show no signs of wear or damage are far more valuable than those that have circulated for years. When coins are freshly minted and remain uncirculated, their details are crisp and sharp, making them much more appealing to collectors. So, if you happen to find a 2002 Ohio quarter that's been well cared for, it's likely to be worth more than the typical circulated coin. Now, I know you're eager to find out just how much this Ohio quarter could be worth. So, let's get to the exciting part, the price. If you have a 2002 Ohio quarter that's in perfect, uncirculated condition or one with the highly coveted double die error, you could be holding onto a coin worth a staggering $51,000. Yes, you heard that right, $51,000. It's hard to believe that a quarter worth just 25 cents when it was first minted could now be worth tens of thousands of dollars, but that's the magic of rare coin collecting. So, how can you tell if your 2002 Ohio quarter is worth this kind of money? Start by carefully inspecting the coin for any minting errors, particularly the double die variety. Look closely at the letters and design elements for any signs of doubling or misalignment. If you spot something unusual, it could be the error that makes the coin so valuable. And of course, always check the overall condition of the coin. A quarter that's been well preserved is always more valuable than one that's been worn down by years of circulation. If you think you found a coin that might be worth a significant amount, consider getting it graded by a professional. Coins that are graded and certified by reputable organizations tend to fetch higher prices in the market, so it's a good idea to have a professional look at your find. So, the next time you come across a 2002 Ohio quarter, remember that it could be much more than just pocket change. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual observer, it's always worth taking the time to check your coins closely. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure. Top 7, we have something truly exciting to share with you, the 2002 Indiana State Quarter. You may have seen one of these coins before, maybe even in your own collection or tucked away in your change jar, but did you know that this particular quarter could be worth far more than its 25-cent face value? In fact, it could be worth a small fortune. Stick around, because we're about to reveal just how valuable this seemingly ordinary coin could be. The year 2002 was an exciting time for coin collectors across the United States. It marked the third year of the 50-state quarters program, which was launched by the U.S. Mint to honor each state in the Union with its own unique quarter. Every state's coin would feature a design that represented its history, culture, or landmarks, and Indiana's quarter was released in 2002 as the 19th coin in the series. Indiana's quarter has a beautiful design that honors the state's rich heritage and its contribution to the nation. On the reverse side of the 2002 Indiana quarter, you'll find an image of a race car in motion, reflecting the state's deep connection to motorsports. Indiana is home to the famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where the legendary Indy 500 race is held every year. The quarter's design features a race car along with the words, "Crossroads of America," a nod to Indiana's central location and its importance as a transportation hub. But what makes this quarter so interesting to coin collectors isn't just the design or its historical significance, it's the potential for rare minting errors. As many of you know, minting errors are what really makes certain coins valuable. These errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, leading to a coin that's unique and different from others. The 2002 Indiana quarter, like many other coins in the 50-state quarter series, has its share of these rare and valuable mistakes. One of the most sought-after errors on the 2002 Indiana quarter is the double die variety. A double die error happens when the coin's die, a tool used to stamp the design onto the coin, shifts or misaligns during the striking process, causing the design to appear doubled. This can result in a subtle or sometimes more noticeable doubling effect on the coin's features, especially the letters and numbers. In the case of the Indiana quarter, you might see the words Indiana or Crossroads of America with a double imprint, making the coin unique and much more valuable. Another important factor in determining the value of your 2002 Indiana quarter is its condition. As with any collectible, the better the condition of the coin, the more valuable it will be. A coin that's in pristine, uncirculated condition, with sharp details and no visible wear, will always command a higher price than one that has been heavily circulated. If you find a 2002 Indiana quarter in near-perfect condition, it could already be worth more than you might expect, long before we even get into the minting errors. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for, the value of the 2002 Indiana quarter. You may think of quarters as small, low-value coins, but when you find one with a rare error or in exceptional condition, the story changes completely. So, how much is this coin really worth? The most valuable examples of the 2002 Indiana quarter, especially those with the double die error or in uncirculated condition, can fetch an astonishing $53,000. Yes, that's right, $53,000. It's hard to believe that a coin originally worth just 25 cents could now be worth tens of thousands of dollars, but that's the magic of rare coins. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 2002 Indiana quarter is a perfect example of how a small mistake or a well-preserved coin can turn into a true treasure. So, how can you tell if your 2002 Indiana quarter might be worth this kind of money? First, carefully inspect the coin for any signs of a double die error. Look closely at the letters and numbers, especially around the phrase, Crossroads of America, and the state name, Indiana. If you notice any doubling or a slight shadow effect, you may have a coin that could be worth far more than face value. And of course, be sure to check the overall condition of the coin. A quarter that has been well preserved and shows no signs of wear or damage will always be more valuable. If you think you found a rare 2002 Indiana quarter or one with a minting error, consider getting it professionally graded. Coin grading is an important step in determining a coin's value, and having a certified expert evaluate your coin can significantly increase its market value. Coin collecting is all about finding those hidden treasures, and the 2002 Indiana quarter might just be one of those lucky finds that turns your collection into something truly special. Whether it's worth $53,000 or not, it's always exciting to discover that a simple coin can carry so much potential value. Top 8, we're going to be talking about a coin that's not only historically significant but could also be worth a small fortune. We're diving into the 2001 New York State Quarter, which is part of the 50 State Quarters program. You might have one of these coins sitting in your collection right now, or even buried in your spare change, and believe it or not, it could be worth much more than you think. Stick with us to the end, and we'll reveal just how valuable this quarter could be. The 50 State Quarters program was launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999 with the goal of honoring each state in the Union with its own unique quarter. Every year, 5 new state quarters were released, each featuring a design that represented something significant about that state, whether it was a historic event, a famous landmark, or a symbol that captured the essence of the state's culture. By 2001, the program was in full swing, and the 2001 New York State Quarter was one of the most exciting releases of that year. The reverse side of the 2001 New York Quarter features a stunning design showcasing the Statue of Liberty, one of the most iconic symbols of freedom and democracy in the United States. The Statue of Liberty has stood in New York Harbor for over a century, welcoming millions of immigrants to the shores of America. The quarter also includes the words, Empire State, a nod to New York's official nickname, which highlights the state's prominence in the nation's history. This coin doesn't just celebrate the grandeur of New York's famous landmarks, it also reflects the state's critical role in the American story. As the birthplace of American independence and the site of Ellis Island, where so many immigrants first stepped foot in the U.S., New York holds a special place in the hearts of many Americans. The design of the quarter does a fantastic job of capturing this rich history, and as a result, it's one of the most beloved coins in the entire State Quarters program. But here's the real kicker: while most 2001 New York quarters are worth just 25 cents, there are rare variations and minting errors that can make this coin incredibly valuable to collectors. Like any large-scale coin production, errors sometimes happen during the minting process. These errors can range from slight design imperfections to more significant issues that make the coin unique, and these unique coins are often worth much more than the typical versions. One of the most notable errors that collectors look for on the 2001 New York quarter is the double die variety. This error occurs when the coin's die shifts or is misaligned during the minting process, which results in a faint duplication of the design elements. This can happen with the text, the Statue of Liberty, or other features on the quarter, making the coin stand out from the rest. A double die error is rare and highly prized among collectors, and if you happen to find one on a 2001 New York quarter, you could be sitting on a valuable piece of history. Another important factor that can increase the value of your 2001 New York quarter is its condition. As with any collectible item, the better the condition of the coin, the higher its potential value. A coin that has been well preserved, with no scratches, dents, or discoloration, is always more valuable than one that has been heavily circulated. If you find a 2001 New York quarter in uncirculated condition or with sharp, well-defined details, it could be worth much more than its face value. So, what kind of value are we talking about when it comes to a rare or high-quality 2001 New York quarter? Well, if you have one of these coins that's either in mint condition or has a minting error, you could be looking at a staggering amount. The most valuable examples of the 2001 New York State Quarter can be worth an incredible $57,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $57,000. it's incredible to think that a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents could now be worth tens of thousands of dollars, but that's the magic of rare coin collecting. It all comes down to condition, rarity, and, in some cases, a little bit of luck. When you consider how many coins were minted and distributed for circulation, it's no surprise that only a small percentage of these quarters will ever fetch such a high price. So, how do you know if your 2001 New York quarter might be worth this kind of money? Start by closely inspecting your coin for any signs of minting errors, especially a doubled die. If you notice any doubling in the text or image, you might have found a rare version of this quarter. And, of course, always check the coin's overall condition. If the coin looks like it's been kept in excellent shape, it's more likely to have a higher value. If you think you found a rare 2001 New York quarter, it's a good idea to get it professionally graded. Grading is a process in which experts evaluate the condition of the coin and assign it a score based on factors like sharpness, clarity, and overall appearance. Coins that are graded highly by professional organizations tend to fetch higher prices in the market. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and you never know when you might find a gem that's worth far more than its face value. So, next time you come across a 2001 New York State quarter, take a moment to really inspect it. You might just be holding on to a rare treasure that could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Top 9, we're bringing you a fascinating piece of American coinage, the 2004 Texas State Quarter. If you thought state quarters were just another part of pocket change, think again. This particular quarter could be worth far more than its face value, and we're here to tell you all about it. Stick around until the end, and we'll reveal just how much this coin could really be worth. In 1999, the U.S. Mint kicked off the 50 State Quarters program, which was designed to celebrate the history, culture, and landmarks of each state in the Union. Every year, 5 new states were honored with a unique quarter design, and by 2004, Texas was among those to have its very own coin. Released as the 28th coin in the series, the 2004 Texas State Quarter reflects the Lone Star State's pride, history, and iconic status. The reverse side of the 2004 Texas Quarter features a design that's as big and bold as the state itself. The main feature is the image of a lone star, which is the symbol of Texas' fight for independence and its spirit of independence. The quarter also includes an outline of the state and the words, "The Lone Star State." This design is a nod to Texas' legendary place in American history, as well as its enduring symbol of unity and pride. The design was chosen through a public vote, and the people of Texas certainly made their voice heard in creating a coin that truly represents the state. But here's where it gets really interesting. While most 2004 Texas quarters are worth just 25 cents, there are some rare exceptions that could make this coin worth a lot more. As with any large-scale coin production, the 2004 Texas quarter has a few known minting errors that have made certain versions of the coin incredibly valuable to collectors. Minting errors can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a highly sought-after treasure, and it's these rare mistakes that make the 2004 Texas quarter so fascinating. One of the most notable errors that collectors look for on the 2004 Texas quarter is a die clash error. A die clash happens when the coin's dies, used to stamp the design onto the coin, collide or come into contact with each other without a blank planchet, a coin blank, in between. This can result in an imprint of the design from the opposite die being visible on the coin. This type of error is relatively rare, and coins with die clash marks are highly prized by collectors. Another type of error that can be found on the 2004 Texas quarter is the double die variety. A double die error occurs when the die shifts slightly during the minting process, causing the design to be struck more than once. This can result in a double image of the lettering or design features on the coin. For the Texas quarter, this could mean that the words, "The Lone Star State," or the state outline are imprinted with a slight duplication, making it a unique version of the coin. These types of errors can significantly increase the value of the quarter, making it highly sought after by coin collectors. Aside from these errors, the condition of the coin also plays a huge role in its value. As with any collectible item, a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition is always worth more than a coin that has been worn down by circulation. If you find a 2004 Texas quarter that still has its sharp details, no signs of wear, and a brilliant shine, you may be holding on to something truly special. Coins in near-perfect condition are especially valuable in the coin collecting world, and they can often command higher prices than the same coin in average circulated condition. Now, I know what you're waiting for, the big reveal. So, how much could your 2004 Texas quarter actually be worth? If you have one of these coins in excellent condition or one with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. The most valuable examples of the 2004 Texas quarter, particularly those with errors like the die clash or doubled die, can be worth an astonishing $47,000. Yes, you heard that right, $47,000. That's a huge jump from the original 25-cent face value of the coin, and it just goes to show how rare minting errors and pristine coins can really increase a coin's worth. So, what should you look for when checking your 2004 Texas quarter? First, examine the coin closely for any signs of minting errors. Look for doubled images or unusual marks on the design, especially around the wording or the lone star. If you spot any doubling or signs of a die clash, you might have a rare version of this coin that's worth far more than face value. And of course, always check the overall condition of the coin. A quarter that's been carefully stored and is free from scratches, discoloration, or damage will always be more valuable than one that has been heavily circulated. If you think you found a rare 2004 Texas quarter, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a coin grading service. Grading is the process in which experts evaluate the condition of a coin and assign it a grade based on factors like sharpness, clarity, and overall appearance. Coins that are graded highly tend to fetch higher prices, so having your coin graded can help determine its true value. The 2004 Texas State Quarter is just one example of how a simple coin can be transformed into a treasure by a minting error or its condition. Coin collecting is full of hidden gems, and you never know when you might find one that could change your collection, and your financial future, forever. Top 10 and last quarter, we're diving into the world of state quarters, specifically the 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter. You might think of these quarters as just another part of your everyday pocket change, but wait until you hear about the potential value that this coin could hold. Stick with us as we reveal how much the 2008 Oklahoma quarter could be worth and what makes it so special in the eyes of collectors. In 1999, the United States Mint launched the 50 State Quarters program, a groundbreaking initiative that honored each state with a unique quarter design. By 2008, Oklahoma was one of the final states to be honored in the series, making the 2008 Oklahoma quarter an essential piece for any serious collector. But what makes this coin stand out? Let's take a closer look at its design and how it represents the state of Oklahoma. The design on the reverse side of the 2008 Oklahoma quarter features a beautiful and powerful image that pays homage to the state's rich Native American heritage. The coin depicts a Native American female figure in front of a buffalo, with a sky in the background. The figure is meant to represent the strength and resilience of Oklahoma's native tribes, and the buffalo was once a vital part of Native American life in the region. Together, these elements symbolize the deep history and cultural significance that Oklahoma holds for the United States, making this quarter a true tribute to the state's roots. Now, while the 2008 Oklahoma State Quarter is a beautiful and meaningful piece of coinage, it's not just the design that makes it valuable. As with most coins, the condition of the coin and any minting errors can have a huge impact on its worth. Many people don't realize that even a common coin, like a state quarter, can be worth a lot more than its face value if it has the right characteristics. One of the biggest factors in determining the value of a 2008 Oklahoma quarter is its condition. Most coins that were widely circulated end up showing signs of wear and tear, scratches, discoloration, and a dull appearance. But a quarter that has been carefully preserved in mint condition or even uncirculated can have a significantly higher value. If you happen to have a 2008 Oklahoma quarter that has never been used in circulation, and still retains its sharp details and luster, you could already be holding on to a valuable piece of currency. But wait, there's more. The real gems that coin collectors go crazy for are the rare minting errors. While the 2008 Oklahoma quarter was minted in large quantities, some were accidentally struck with errors that make them much more valuable. These errors could include things like a double die, where parts of the design are imprinted twice on the coin, or off-center strikes, where the design isn't aligned properly with the edge of the coin. These errors can create unique versions of the 2008 Oklahoma quarter, and when found, they can command higher prices in the market. One error in particular that collectors are on the lookout for is the double die variety. A double die error occurs when the coin's die shifts slightly during the minting process, resulting in the design being struck twice, creating a slight doubling effect. On the 2008 Oklahoma quarter, this might show up as a double image of the buffalo or the Native American figure. This error is relatively rare, so if you come across a 2008 Oklahoma quarter with this feature, you could have something truly special in your hands. Another important consideration when determining the value of the 2008 Oklahoma quarter is the market demand for it. As with any collectible, the rarer the coin, the higher the demand, and the higher the price. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that are in pristine condition or feature a rare error, so if you have a quarter that meets those criteria, you're in luck. So, how much is this quarter actually worth? Well, here's where things get really exciting. If you find a 2008 Oklahoma quarter that's in exceptional condition or has one of those rare minting errors, it could be worth an incredible amount of money. Some of the most valuable examples of the 2008 Oklahoma quarter, particularly those with minting errors or in uncirculated condition, have been known to fetch up to $49,000. That's right, $49,000. Imagine stumbling across a simple quarter in your collection that could turn out to be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Now, you might be wondering how you can tell if your 2008 Oklahoma quarter is one of these valuable coins. The first thing to do is inspect the coin closely. Look for any signs of minting errors, like a double die or off-center strikes. Even small details, like the letters and numbers being slightly doubled, could indicate an error. Then, check the condition of the coin. If it looks pristine, with sharp details and no visible wear, it's definitely worth holding onto and getting professionally graded. If you think you found a rare or valuable 2008 Oklahoma quarter, it's a good idea to get it graded by a professional. Grading services will assess the coin's condition and assign it a grade, which can help determine its true market value. Higher grade coins are typically worth more, so getting your coin graded could result in a significant increase in its value. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone with a curiosity for coins, the 2008 Oklahoma quarter is definitely one to keep an eye on. You never know when you might stumble upon a rare version of this coin that could be worth far more than its original 25-cent face value. It's a reminder that in the world of coin collecting, sometimes the smallest and most unassuming coins can turn out to be worth a fortune. That's all for today's exploration of the 2008 Oklahoma State quarter. We hope this video sparked your interest in rare coins and gave you some valuable insight into how much certain quarters can be worth. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more fascinating coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!